Look, the interesting thing is that back in 2009, which I think was either my first or my second Davos, like there was a massive sense of crisis, but everyone attending kind of felt like they understood the playbook, the fiscal and monetary tools that you use to respond to it. This time around, yeah, people are asking, like, we know that there's this massive crisis. People don't know what the second and third order consequences are. So one example, people are mostly thinking about this as a war inside Ukraine. But it's not a war in Ukraine. It's actually a war between Russia and NATO. I mean, Russia was engaged in cyber attacks against the United States through, criminal organizations and the rest a year ago, and Biden told them to cut it off. They stopped doing it largely. Are they going to start doing it again when NATO has really doing everything they can to dramatically degrade Russia's capabilities? What about disinformation? What about espionage? Well, what happens when Finland and Sweden in relatively short order join NATO? So one second order consequence is the fact that NATO and Russia are going to be in some level of not just Cold War, but have some aspects of hot war. We're not ready for that. The second order consequence, which is massive, is that so many people have said, Ukraine, you care more about Ukraine than you do Syria, Afghanistan, Yemen, because they're European, they're white people, you accept them into your homes, that kind of thing. It's not just that. There's some of that, don't get me wrong, but the reality is this crisis matters so much more because of the knock-on effects for global commodity prices, for energy, for fertilizer, for food. For decades, you had global middle classes increasing and you had advanced poverty reducing. And now you actually see that turning around. On the back of the pandemic, so many countries around the world that have paid no attention to this crisis said, no, this is America's problem. This is Europe's problem. We're not going to pay attention. But they're going to have to because they're going to starve. And the impact on their governments is going to be dramatic. So I think we can already see 2 second order consequences that are direct and near term that are earth changing.